Tonight is on a island. It's about time I'm waking up. I told you wasn't with me waking up.
Hello and welcome to a brand new video. So today's video is going to be all on some tips on how to build your confidence. Having a strong confidence and a high self-esteem is so important. This is something that I have been working on personally. It's just gonna help you make better decisions in your life. It's gonna help you navigate your relationships better. There's just so many benefits in having a high confidence, and I feel like this is something that you can really struggle with sometimes, especially in our day and age when you're on social media and you're constantly comparing yourself to other people. It's really easy to feel very inadequate compared to others, but understand that everybody's journey is their journey. You know, they got what they got at that time for a reason, and you're gonna get yours on your time. Like, God's timing is not wrong. Don't ever feel like you're not enough or you're inadequate. Of course, it's easy to hear people tell you this and say these things to you, but it's super important that you feel this your way yourself. So here are some tips that really help me build my confidence, and hopefully they help you too. So my first tip is to visualize yourself at your highest self. You want to think about what your highest self is wearing, how does she smell, what is she driving, where does she work at, how are her relationships around her. Like, you want to think about all of those things. This is where the vision boards can come into play, visualization, whatever method you use for manifestation. This is where this comes into play. This is super important because when you're trying to build your confidence and trying to rebuild your confidence, you kind of want to have just like a vision of where you want to be. You know, you want to have some type of goalpost of seeing where you want to go. Of course, that's not going to be the end all be all, but you do want to have some type of sense of what is that you're trying to reach and accomplish. That way you know how to map it out and plan it out to make this a reality for yourself. Once you visualize yourself at your highest self, then you can start asking yourself, is my current self in alignment with my highest self? Am I currently moving in that space of this person that I want to be? Once you can see, like, okay, my highest self would be working out, eating healthy, she wouldn't be doing this, and this. Now you can sit down and look at your current habits and your current lifestyle and say, okay, you know what? I'm not eating healthy and I'm not working out currently. So now I know this is what I need to change to be able to become the person that I really, really want to become. My second tip is to watch the media that you're consuming. So this was something that is really, really important, especially when it comes to social media, because it is so easy to follow people and start feeling like we're not good enough, start feeling like we're inadequate. We start feeling like we're moving at a slower pace than other people. But like I said, your journey is your journey for a reason, and you cannot question God's timing. There is a reason why you're not at 100% the place that you want to be right now, and you just have to trust yourself and trust the universe and trust God that you're gonna get there. But sometimes social media can start making us feel like we're not working hard enough, or we're not doing enough, or we're not reaching our full potential, when in reality you are working very hard and you are doing what you need to do to get where you need to be. So if you're following people who makes you feel like you're not good enough, or makes you feel like you're not working hard enough, or is making you feel insecure, or just media like blogs and gossip pages and pages that really don't add any value to your life, it's time to start reconsidering that and start unfollowing these people. I know that I personally do this every single month because I do tend to follow and unfollow a lot of pages throughout the month. So at the beginning of every month, I do take a look at my following list, and I do go through pages and I say, is their content motivating me? Is their content aligning with how I envision my life to be? Or am I just following these people just to be following these people? Or are they adding any value to my life? Does their content make me feel insecure? I don't really follow any gossip pages because I just feel like a lot of gossip pages have a lot of like negative energy attached to them, and it's very easy to get consumed in like drama and just gossip and stuff like that. And I like my life drama free. I like my life gossip free. And I just feel like when you're just following too many of like these gossip and drama pages, like you're just inviting all that messiness into your life. And so I'm very careful and intentional with not following, you know, 13 blog pages. Now I do follow like 1 or 2, but I do have them on mute, so like I don't really see them too much unless like something big has happened. Then I'll go on their page and I'll see some stuff, but for the most part I don't really follow a lot of gossip pages. And the majority of people that I follow on Instagram are people that either I enjoy their content because it's motivational, they do things that I want to do. So I follow a lot of nurses, I follow a lot of cosmetic nurses, I follow a lot of content creators, I follow a lot of girls who are into fashion and stuff like that, because that's what I'm into. And when I see people living in that space and I see people, you know, really making a career out of those things, for me it's motivational, because it's like, okay, like if they can do it, I can do it. So I don't really follow too many like pages that aren't motivating me. I don't really follow a lot of like Instagram model girls. Like I don't really do that. Like everyone that I follow is like an intentional follow, you know, it's like intentional behind that. So definitely want to be careful with just the people that you're following and the media that you're consuming, because it can really affect you. Like it really can. The third thing is that you really want to invest in your self-care. So whatever that looks like for you, you really want to do that. So for me, my self-care is definitely having a solid morning routine, a solid evening routine, doing my yoga. I feel like yoga really makes me feel really good about myself. Journaling, looking good, so putting in some type of effort every day to look presentable. I don't have to do like the whole full face of makeup, you know, designer down clothing every single day, but we're gonna brush our hair out every single morning. We're gonna do our skincare every single day. You know what I'm saying? Put a little concealer. If we're looking a little tired, we're gonna put a little concealer on. We're gonna put on our nice smelling perfume and lotion our body and make sure our nails are together. Make sure that my clothes look presentable at all times, because when you look good, you feel good. And when you do things that make you feel good, you're going to feel good. If you're feeding yourself good foods that you enjoy and you like, if you're drinking the drinks that you really like, that's helping you, that's nutritious and beneficial, if you're working out and doing a hard workout and you can feel your body getting stronger, or you can feel your body getting more flexible or leaner, and you can see your clothes fitting better, all of these things are going to really help you feel really good about yourself. So definitely invest into a good solid self-care routine. Figure out what you like, figure out what you don't like, figure out what's making you feel good, and don't just do stuff because other people are doing it. I know it's like a big trend like right now for everybody to wear like Lululemon and do Pilates and do this and drink matchas. If that's not your thing, that's not your thing. Don't try to follow an aesthetic and follow what other people are doing. Pilates might not be your thing, but maybe you like to do cycle bar, or maybe you like to go for runs and jogs, or maybe you like to go on hikes, maybe you like to go swimming, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that makes you feel good, figure that out for yourself and really make that a part of your daily routine. And my last tip is for all the self-doubters, which was something that I dealt with so much. I just always had a very hard time. I've always had a very hard time trusting myself and trusting my intuition, and just always going against myself. And every time that I've done that, every time that I've not listened to my gut or not gone with my first instinct or my first thought, it's always backfired on me. It's never been a situation where I didn't listen to myself and things turned out right. I personally have a very strong sense of self. I have a really strong intuition and gut feeling. Like I can literally feel something in my body. Like when something is not right, instantly feel it. But for a long time, I confused that with just being nervous, or I would just move it to the side and still do things that I knew wasn't good for me. So one thing that helped me with this is asking myself, do I want to do this, or do I believe this, or is this right for me? And going with my first answer, my first thought, and sticking with it, not thinking twice about it. This is going to be super important in building your self-confidence, because then as you start practicing this more and you start doing this more with yourself, you're going to learn to trust yourself. You're going to learn that you can make the right decisions, and you're going to learn how to be confident in your decisions and your answers. Not knowing what to do, always second guessing yourself and always doubting yourself is a sign of insecurity. And that's just something that I always dealt with. So now I ask myself and I go with my first answer. If it's no, then it's no. If it's yes, then it's yes. And I don't question it. I let it be what it is and understand that was my choice. And I don't second guess it, because 9 times out of 10, my gut reaction and my instinct is right. So I don't second guess it. This is really gonna help you trust yourself. It's really gonna help you just make the right decisions and trust your decisions. No one knows better than yourself what's best for you. So you wanna be sure that you trust yourself in these situations. It's also just gonna help you create better boundaries with other people, and you're not gonna be such a people pleaser. You're not gonna be quick to say yes to things that you might not want to say yes to. You're gonna be more prone to not do things that you don't want to do, or say no to people even though you love them. Sometimes we gotta say no, and you want to be confident that you can say these things and just apply the proper boundaries when needed. So those are my tips for building a better self-confidence. I hope that these tips help you guys. Let me know what other tips you guys like to use to help build your confidence up. I would love to hear what steps you guys take. Make sure you like, follow, comment, subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. You already know. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and on TikTok, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.